Sound the gifting panic alarm! You need to find the perfect gift. You have zero ideas and you don't know where to start. Relax. Now you can use gift mode on Etsy. Gift mode on Etsy is here to make it
Happy Sunday to everybody, and welcome to Ninja Bingo, where you keep on collecting dolls and never seem to win the game. And I never seem to finish setting up everything in time. Let me add the chat too here. Not that anyone's watching right now, but that's fine, just in case somebody gets here a little later. Let me see, properties. I have forgotten to grab that URL. It's around here somewhere. Here. Copy. Paste. Okay. Haha. Oh wow, we do have one person. Hi. wait. Who here? Hi, Sing Blue Silver again. Where are you located at? Are you in Europe? Or are you States bound or somewhere else? So today's just a chill stream because I want to craft some things, and I seem to be more productive when I'm like talking to people and everything. My Sunday sipper of choice is this is Glenfiddich 12-year Scotch. for the moment, and then I'm moving on to some tea. You're in England. Okay, that makes sense why you're like here and kind of ready. I guess it would be morning-ish for you, evening-ish, something like that. Yeah. So I have a lot of doll crafting to do, a lot of small projects that I need to like not do forever. Also, I'm just continually working on this nonsense. Eventually I'll figure out how to get this green screen to work right for this silly stuff. But yeah, we're crafting today. I did want to talk about some news and some other fun things. So let me see if I can bring over the web browser and make sure it's going to be, let's see, window capture, properties. This one. But we want to look at a few things here. So this is muted at the moment, but let's see, get this more in center. I wanted to talk about this 9:01 p.m. All right. So you're having like little evening fun before getting here. So I wanted to talk about this awesome channel that I have found and I've been falling asleep to. None of the action in the videos is actually narrated. It says ASMR unintentional, but eventually their videos just start saying ASMR. And I've really enjoyed these videos. So in these videos, Irene is restoring very old dolls and using as of the time period techniques and tools as possible to do the restoration with things like animal glue and etc. And the results are great, and she takes such time with it. I think one took like months, but she was talking about, if this thing loads ever, and here you can see what they need to do for animal glue. So right now they are making up kind of gesso like paint covering for the doll after having removed dirt and everything else, so that they can restore the doll from all the pieces that have been gone. And the animal glue needs to be applied hot, they were saying, and that so this is actually like a double boiler in this copper pot, so that's one piece that fits into another piece, and it's just really amazing because you get to see the construction of these old antique dolls, and you also get to see the love and labor it takes both to repair them, but also by that infer like what it would take to take care of them at the time and keep them new and looking well, but also like what it took to create them as new pieces. And like things were made out of like sawdust and animal glue and stuff, which is all really cheap materials, you would think, you know, just like how Barbie's made out of cheap material, but the elevation of it is what art you can create with that material and how you can make it sing for you. So if you haven't watched any videos by Irene's restoration, I would highly recommend you do so. Obviously it's not something you can put on in the car or anything like that because you'll need to read the subtitles. It's good for going to bed because it's just the sound of the restoration, no narration. Just read the subtitles and eventually your eyes close and the subtitles go away. But as you can see, there's only a few videos, but that's because each of these takes so very long to work on. So yeah, there's not that many videos here, but it's wonderful work. And I think it's very important to look at histories of dolls and see kind of where they came from and everything, which is really fun. Which actually brings me to my first thrift find today. Let's do here. Oops, she's a spoiler. So my first thrift find that I found is this book, which looks like absolutely nothing on the cover. Let's see if I can show. So it's Dolls and Doll Makers by Mary Hiller. And it's a nice old book. I have no idea what the cover of this would have looked like. I should look it up and see if I can find out. You can see, obviously my camera's set up for a little wider angle, but you can see the lovely inner pieces and how they're all numbered, like they are going to be referenced inside the book in a numbered way. And that's so very fun. And I wanted to show that the book was published in come on, focus, would you? 1968 it is published in, which is just very, very cool because if you look at the table of contents here, we go from the earliest dolls all the way down to what was considered in 1968 as the modern doll. I see this thing struggling with focus. Why you do this? Goodness sakes, you gonna be doing this the whole time? Let me try and fix this video. Razor camera. Properties, configure video. Apply. Okay, that should be better. Now we're just in focus. And we have lots of my favorites here. So from earliest dolls and primitive and ritual dolls, which is where the human form as a created piece intersects with ritual and religion. Wooden and composition dolls, which is where we see a lot of the jointing that we start to see today. We get into our bisque and German bisque, which is definitely where we get to see a lot of our ball jointed dolls start. American dolls. Once again, I gotta bring this a little lower. American dolls, Japanese dolls, and the modern doll. And a list of doll makers and marks, which is really fun. So just to give a peek, there is some color pages, but as publishing at that time, it was a lot more expensive to create color pages because they would be, instead of just being printed off of one press, you would have lots of separate screens and each color would be painted in that way. So that is very cool. So over here, we get to see what they talk about for modern dolls, which is so fun. So we get to see Jamaican character dolls. Get to see a Shirley Temple doll on the bottom here. Would it help if I tilted it a little? Maybe. Saucy Waltzer, Betsy McCall, Bonnie Braids, Posy Doll, Mary Hartland, Joan Paluca, all from the 50s. I just worked on restoring a 50s, 60s doll for my mother-in-law. We get an old advertisement from Barbie, which is really fun. Barbie herself is going steady with a boyfriend, Ken, even longer in the leg than she herself, and who needs just as many outfits to bolster his ego. She has a little sister called Skipper and a girlfriend called Midge, who has a boyfriend called Alan, and almost endless variations are possible in this little pantomime. Barbie has been perhaps unjustly labeled a sex kitten. It's possible to buy her a bridal outfit and put her romance on a really legal basis by marrying her off. Public opinion in one English village was scandalized by the display of Cindy in bed with her boyfriend in a toy shop window. Whatever morals are attributed to them, and they reflect the sophistication of the modern children, they are all part of the same competitive search for new accessories and present perhaps the most profitable doll thought up since the Parisian poupée of 100 years ago with her Saratoga trunk. So it's just really fun to see that and see how all there's always been a little bit of rascally issues with Barbie. But rubber idea baby with nursing bottle and round mouth. Briere portrait doll of 1941, when 2.5 years old. On the bottom, we have Cheery Tearful doll by Mattel, 1965. The secret is in our arm, which controls a variety of facial expressions. So almost like an animatronic in nature, which is really cool. I want to look up some of these. If you haven't yet, I do recommend, if you're into things like gender and history and stuff, check out Shizu-san's episode. Also, I got the book for this lovely price. Huzzah! I love thrift stores. We had a lovely discussion on Friday evening into Saturday morning for us, where we talked about gender for collectors, both within and without the doll hobby, and things and issues and problems we've experienced. So yeah. Now my second thrift find, there was many available, but I ended up getting this lovely girl, which I've been trying to identify because she has the bendable knees and flat feet. So with her stature and her bust size, she is actually a Barbie, 2020 Mattel. I think she is one of the petite Barbies. Now, if the 2020 sculpt is on the head, that means the actual head sculpt was 2020. The back says 2015. So that means the back, this body has existed since 2015, even though the head only existed in 2020. I was seeing some matches with the name Brooklyn. She has, and I hope it's showing up on camera, these lovely freckles. They are so adorable. I love her kind of natural color lips. On her eyebrows, there's this delightful detail that are these little lines leading into the eyebrow, which is this fading in. And her cheeks are blushed just so, in a very, very cute way. This feels and looks like an actual Barbie fabric dress. It's all on in one piece. And I feel like she must be a fashionista, but I wasn't having much of a good time. She has some scuffs around her neck and a few other places. Something interesting I was noticing on the newer dolls is they have like this, from here to here, they have this like less smooth, more buff texture that you can see the change in the light. I wonder if that's to help hold things on, and then you want things to slide easily over the hips, so maybe that's why that's smoother, so things don't get stuck on the widest part of the doll. But she didn't end up with jointed hands or anything like that. It has the slightly less hard to sculpt. Not all of these fingers are separated, but full ball joint for the arm here, so it can lift up, left, right. Her hair is lovely. I put it back into a ponytail, but it's a little messy. You can see it at least used to have very fun curls in there. I don't know if it was intended to be left up or down. I got to look at some of the rooting here. One possible match I saw for her had it with a part right about here. This hair right here, where it kind of swoops, it feels like this wanted to go down. She still has some dust in her ear, but I love her wide nose. I love her freckles. I love her smile. I tend to like these open teeth sort of girls. So she's fun. I'll show her for a second while I prep a website so I don't accidentally dox myself. Okay, so here we go. Go back to web browser. So there is this, oh, it's on sale. That's great. There is this Target exclusive made to move girl that everybody's very excited about right now, because I think she's one of the first releases with the made to move body with the muscular arms. Let's watch it. And everybody's very excited for these made to move bodies, and it's very, very common for people to take them and splice them so that their existing dolls that they love so much can have all the posability of a ball jointed doll. And I would debate, just because of size, a little bit more stability. So it's really fun. It is a little sad to know, though, like this picture with the small girl here, so excited to get her doll. I feel like most of these girls, you're gonna see a million of these heads on eBay, as everybody's gonna be grabbing this girl for this body, and that'll be that. That's great that it's on sale, though. Woohoo! Let's see. Also in the fashion doll world, everybody's been very interested in these Defa Lucy Chinese kind of knockoff Barbies with dolls that are kind of based on the fashionista line, and the art kind of mimics the fashionista line, and also dolls that are kind of made to mimic the Barbie Extra line. Yeah. I hate clicking on these sites so much. Go away. But I want to show this doll. So people are very smitten with the dolls' faces. And the outfits themselves are actually kind of well designed. But the faces are very fun, with kind of puckered lips, smaller angled eyes that are painted pretty well. Though people were saying not all of the dolls were getting the same paint jobs if they had a different name. But they get fun colored hair and things like that. I even saw don't mind my cat making noise in the corner. He just wants food. But see, to me, if this is $24, is she where people go to upcharge things? Or, well, I've seen upcharge things on Mercari before. But like, here's a really cool one. She's $10. She has this fun bright red hair, which is really cool, because you don't get to see that kind of neon color often. I think some of these actually, yeah, like this one you can tell has joints. This one seems like it has joints. Yeah, it definitely seems like, oh yeah, you can see the joints on her wrist. So that's very interesting, and people have been enjoying buying these and repainting them. But like, it's to the point where people are now buying them and upcharging, which kind of defeats the purpose of buying a Barbie knockoff when I can get, for $43, I can get the Barbie Looks number 10 that I am sad that I did not get initially. So like, I don't see the purpose. But yeah, we're not here for fashion dolls today. We're here for some other things. Um, oh yeah, I just wanted to poke around one or two more sites here with you guys. The browser. So I always like just checking in on Moonlight BJD and seeing what they're working on. And it looks lovely. Some of these are sold out already. They always sell out fast, but it's always good to just check in here and subscribe to them on social media so you see what cool things are coming in. This, I'm not surprised this sold out. This was a very cool kind of like high fashion-y thing, and it came in like neon colors and pastel colors, and it was very, very cool. Like look at it. It's so good. So not surprised. I am not surprised at all. So that's good and fun. Officially on the Folks website, there's no huge news. Just notice, let's see, 11.3, yeah, that's still from last year. 2.9, there's a Volks Hobby Friend coming out, but this is the biggest news, which is there is now a Volks app for your phone. Even though this is can only be downloaded from the App Store outside of Japan, it cannot be downloaded from Google Play. So I was able to download it from Apple and start working on it, but my Volks my Volks membership information was saved in my web browser, so I couldn't use that. But this will make it easier to shop things, check in on things, check points, etc. So that's fun news. And I haven't talked about it this much, I don't recall, but they did in fact at the Final Fantasy Fan Festival in Tokyo announce that Dolphy Dream, Alizé, and Alphino are coming out. I believe the ears will probably be removable, but I'm wondering if they're going to do a more solid plastic so that the earrings can be sculpted right onto the ears. Y'shtola had specific hands where the metal claws were done right onto them, so I think like Alizé and Alphino might have specific ears with the metal painted on in a similar way. All that leather work with the very fine details and shaping and everything is so much work. But I always look at all of these guys and I always think about like how eventually this vinyl will break down. I keep seeing White Cat Chris and the original Koya and Toya from Volks on places, and the vinyl is just separating like mad, and I feel bad because I know people paid a lot and they get so excited, but yeah, but they look really good. The paint on these prototypes looks great. There's a sort of fading out here on this paint, which is nice because the 9S and 2B, I felt like other than the cheeks, it was mostly like solid color, even on the lips, which I didn't think did well on the more realistic sculpt. They really, I'll say it again and again, I really feel like they took the knowledge from 9S and 2B and applied it to Y'shtola, and here we have Alphino and Alizé taking everything they've learned from those three and pushing it a little further. The ears are cool. I agree. The ears are cool. I'm hoping they use maybe like Dolphy Dream Sister for these two. That way they'll be a little shorter since they are supposed to be like teenagers as opposed to the more adult rest of the team. But yeah, I think I have hit all of the talking points here. Let's try and get back our royalty-free music after the ads go by. I should figure out some other way for doing that. Alright. Let me know if the volume and you can hear my voice okay over everything there. I can bring desktop audio down a bit so it's okay here. I think that looks pretty good. My audio looks a little higher, so that should be fine. Okay. So now we have some crafting to do. So my husband got for me both this Starry Melody diorama and this lovely girl, which I think I lucked into the coolest one because she's purple. She has these transparent wings. I love wrought iron, and I love like dark, cute dark. So I love these kind of black thorns all over her. So I'm excited to craft. According to our manual, we will need tweezers, which are included in the bag, sandpaper, which is included in the bag, and a screwdriver, which is included in the bag. Not included in the bag is a ruler. Got one of those. Scissors. And oh gosh, it's here somewhere. Precision knife. I just take, since I use those, this is like the little puzzle piece of the mats that we use for like crafting cosplay and stuff that you get like Five Below and things around here in the US for like exercise mats. So there's all those. With that, I found at a dollar store a cutting mat so I can protect my particle wood. Nothing much there. So I do wonder, I'm not sure what all of this will entail, but I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out as I go here. So it says cut out these sheets, and then it starts to say instructions here. So I suppose I shall try and do that. Here we go. We're crafting. It's Sunday. We're chilling and crafting. I wish this camera could go a little higher, but I don't know how it would look. Oh well, we'll figure it out. It's one page cut off so we can access it easier. Might be easier if I move stall so I have more flat space. Camera cap can go that way. And I can put things over here to the right. I'll cut out the next piece. Now, there's things on the back of this sheet that I'm cutting out, so I'm hoping that maybe this is just a guide to tell you what each of them is numbered because it's not numbered directly on it. This also says tips of glue subject to existing material package. Liquid glue is used to glue wood parts and other materials. Do not use too much glue in case of a longer time to dry. Ah, here we go. Here's another commercial. Skipped. So remove the part properly, it says. Remove the wood parts with a knife preparation. It's easier to remove the parts by cutting the edge, front, and back. Polish the edge of the wood with sandpaper to make its sides flat. Compare the part with a 1-to-1 illustration paper to help find the part required. Check its number and size carefully before assembling. Okay. Figuring it out. Oh yes, the girl came with a little very cute card with gilding. It is shiny. So, it says make the piano first. Material list. Wood pieces. Oh look, it even came with its own chopstick for the glue. That's great. That's cool. There's so many little things in here. Afraid of losing something. Let me think. What do I have in here? Ah. Can I remove that? No. The answer is no. Alright. Well, I'll figure it out. Okay. Do I know if the wood pieces will be... Okay, I think several of the items are in here that I need. So let me open this guy up. Oh, and there's a little cloud. Okay, here we go. See how we need these. All right. So I need... I don't see that part yet. So I need B2. Wait, this is B2. Okay, I see here. And it's a 1-to-1, so you can use it to help. So I think, is that B2? No, that's too big to be B2. Wait, maybe it's not 1-to-1, because that doesn't look like that size. So, okay, this one's B4 because it has the little edge on it. This one's B3. This one's B2. This one's B5. I don't think we used the purple for this part yet. This part's B6. This one's A7. Oh, here we go. Here's the little... Oh yeah, see, part B2 through B6 scaling 0.5. Oh, it says it right there, and I'm just being silly. It says it. It says it. I just have to read, like a person with eyes. All right. Let's see. Do I have all the pieces I need now? Okay, it says I need... A6, which I have, B2, which I have a commercial again, which I hate. Good, all right. I need B4, B5, B1, B6, and then we need paper cuts from here. I'm not showing these little flowers, but I don't know. All right, so I'm thinking, I'm not sure if it might be more exact to actually just cut these out with the X-Acto knife. So paper cuts, it says I'll need K2. Where's that knife? Ideally I know I'm ducking underneath the one camera, but the nature of the beast of working on tiny, tiny, tiny things. I think I left too much white on the edge of it, but we shall see. Maybe I should cut directly on the line. It's hard to know what it needs. All right. Ooh, I almost lost this little tiny cloud. All right. So got K2. And I need a K3. Now I'm just aiming exactly for the line because I think it'll look better without that black line, I guess, showing. Great. Then we need K5, which is this part. Hi, J. Louisa. Enjoy. We crafting. We're just chilling and crafting. We talked about a few little doll news and things earlier, including a cool book from the 60s I found.
If you're a business owner,
oh my god, these commercials.
are the best way to capture
They kill
attention,
him.
get more
They kill him.
followers, and drive more sales.
Skip. More music. Alright. I'm wondering if they want these for like stencils or something, but I'm not sure what exactly this is. Because I'm assuming these parts are like stencils for something. Yeah, no worries. Just watch it later. Okay, so then we need K4. Oh, there's this one and then there's this one. Interesting. I wonder why there's this and then this. Is it to make things two-sided? Maybe? Are they cut together? But this one doesn't have any numbers on it. Well, I guess I'll figure it out when I get there. My cat is complaining in the other room. I do have other projects to do that will definitely film, like this girl from PI definitely needs a face up. Also needs better eyes. I might borrow from my blind box dolls just to see how they look with anime eyes, because I feel like that eye shape is very anime eye shaped, so I feel like it'll do well. I didn't cut that one as close, but I guess I can adjust it if I need to. Okay. Okay, now I got that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then paper boards. So that's a different sort of part. As I juggle pieces. Oh, this is paperboard. This is paperboard. Okay. M19, which it has the number right here. So this is M19. said to cut from one side and then maybe the other, and I just put a cut where I don't want it. I don't know. Ah, okay. Getting somewhere here. Try to push through there. Nope, that felt like it went loose. Should be maybe a little guy attaching here. Can I see if there's any other little spots attaching in the back? There is one here, which I'll cut through. That one seems loose, 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 loose. Might be able to lift it up now. Yes, I've had success. All right, here is M19, and we have M9. It's here somewhere. It has to be, right? Or is there a different board? Oh, M9. This one's M9, M10, and M21. Okay, 9, 10, 21. 21's on the bottom here. I gotta lift this up higher somehow. Let me pardon. Oh, of course that goes right then.
For the love of creating great content, we think the process of recording, editing, and sharing them should be quick and painless. With Camtasia, you've essentially got a camera crew, a video editor, a screen recorder, and a lot more, all in
then
one.
You're very far away.
Solution. Capture extremely
I can only
content
of course.
on any of your screens. Yeah, I said any, as well as crystal clear mic audio and system sounds. You know, if you want all the beeps and boops, become the star you always
See if we
knew
can
you were
zoom
meant to
this in
be
a
by
little,
capturing yourself
just so
on
we can
camera.
capture a little bit
Or no,
more.
the choice is yours. You can also add and edit video clips that you've already recorded. Just drag them over to your Camtasia project
Right to
and let's get started.
here.
Click New from Template
Kind of
and
just.
change out our placeholders with your own graphics,
Ah,
music,
then we lose
and
all the
footage.
detail.
Just drag and drop.
Does this?
It's that easy. Plus we've got
Let's
text,
see.
callouts, transitions, blurs,
Properties.
animations, and so
Configure
much more.
zoom.
So if you're a
Zoom.
beginner or already have some experience, you can with
Is that an optical zoom? Not sure.
Hyundai Palisade versus Toyota Highlander. Look what Palisade has, and what Highlander doesn't.
Oh, I have to
Palisade.
adjust the focus. Properties. Configure video. Apply. Okay. Okay. But I don't see. It looks too blurry to me. Sorry to have you go through all that and then it kind of still looks kind of crappy. Oops. Definitely don't move that. Move the camera. Stuff. Maybe to about there. I'm not certain I'm getting much more than I had before. Maybe a little bit more to the top here. Maybe just a little. Yeah, maybe just a little. Okay, maybe that was worth it. Who knows? All right. All right, so M10, M9, M21. Now, is my head covering it? No, I don't think so. That's good. Oop, almost got it. Just from the front. Okay, I think I got it. Can I push it through the other side? Bonk, bonk. Yes. Oh my god, it's so tiny. Gonna need those tweezers sooner rather than later. Okay, that was M9. No, that was M10. Here's M9. How does this work, guys? Do you think it'll look better when the camera was closer itself? Or is this fine for kind of seeing what's going on? Did I get all the little spots? M9. It's got very cool watercolor like colorations to it. Will it push out now? Yes, almost. Wait, it's got a little bit attaching it here yet. Aha, got it. Try to cut off a little bit that got left. All right, getting somewhere. Maybe. And then M21. Poke it through, nice and easy. Definitely works the best when you go from both sides. Cut off a little bit of the excess that got left behind. Nice and careful so the knife doesn't slip into my hands. And I don't bend it. Oh my god, it's so thin. It's so thin. Okay, I think that's everything I need from here. And then it says, focus is down here because there's no autofocus right now. It says other pieces, diachronic film, white tiny cap. I don't know if I like the camera there. Okay, white tiny cat is here. Tiny. I don't think I like the camera there. I don't think I'm gonna move it again. I'll do you guys a blessing and move the thing. It's just the these guys out of view are in the way of where that camera gonna go, so I need to move that. It's interesting how the light's being picked up on these guys. So you all can go back here for a moment. We just can have a little cameo. Hi.
Don't get weighed down by
Oh, and another commercial. I don't care about Neutrogena. I just care about music, please. Thank you. She is one of my favorites. I call her Lemon Drop. And she's so cute. So cute. Alright. Let's try moving this camera one more time to something in the middle here. In fact, I can maybe even be a little creative with this idea. And let me think. Move these things out for a moment. figure out a system for all of this eventually, and then I won't fiddle around as much mid-stream with it. Alright, alright, this is something. Except it's kind of back heavy. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Table and face. Alright, alright. This is something here. Here's our camera. Properties. We'll adjust that focus again because we've changed where we're at. Okay. And now, none of this is cropped, so air towards that side. Alright, we'll go with that. Cool. Now it says other pieces dichroic film, one piece, bag number 1. Oh, the bags are numbered? Heck yeah. I guess that's number 1. Because this bag was number 3. And this bag was number 2. Okay, alright. Learning as we go here. Just kind of this is all very soothing music. I kind of want some synth-wavy stuff, maybe. We'll keep with the soothing for the moment until I fall the heck asleep. Okay. This is now trash. What do you think they mean by dye? You know, maybe that's the diachronic film? It is a film. Wow, it's very interesting. It's fun. That's a very cool looking. Hey, that's neat. Alright, alright. These all are for later. I'm excited for this because this is definitely to make this piece kind of like bend. And I'm excited to see how that works. This has got to be for like grass, maybe? And this is like the outer part of the outer parts of the box, I think. All right.
With the Mint Mobile family
Okay. All right. We're gonna do royalty free, or just DRM free, synthwave. It's almost like I've searched for this before. Great. Wonderful. Yes, synthwave. Synthwave has engaged. I found my diachronic film. Okay. All right. I think we finished the gathering phase, and as the music intensifies, we're getting into the crafting phase here, which is fun. How are you guys, by the way? How has your weekend been? I know for you, Sing Blue Silver, you are headed out of the weekend now. So let's see. I need my chat back. There we go. Wonderful. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. All right. Okay, on B4, which is the one with the tiny top. It says cut it, but I'm not sure if I don't think I'm supposed to cut it all the way apart. It almost looks like, is it just supposed to be, no wait, maybe I am supposed to cut it all the way apart. And then I glue C? Which one was C? I glue K2 onto it and then D? Wait. A, B, glue as shown. Note that the cut planes face inward. Cut planes face inward. It also said there was sandpaper, which I should probably retrieve. Yeah, that's some sandpaper. Ugh, water stuck in ear. Have you, so like there's this thing you do to put earplugs in, and it involves pulling the ear down, which makes the ear canal go more straight. And by doing that, you actually, it enables the earplug to go in straight, so it can go in proper and further to do a better seal. If you actually pull down, it might straighten it out if you don't have any other issues within your ear in the shape of you being a natural weird human, as all humans are natural and weird. And it might help release that water a bit. At least it does for me. But playing Guild Wars 2 while listening. Don't go back to work till tomorrow. Yeah, I have work tomorrow as well. So it really looks like, oops, let me bring this back. So on this, it really looks like I cut the two apart. Oh, I see. It then brings letters to name these. A, B, C, D. Okay. Alright. I think I see what we're doing here.
You're in the middle of this beautiful sci-fi environment.
Trying to get out, yeah. Good luck. Feel better. I hate water in ear. Does not make dubstep sound good. Just makes it sound gurgly. Okay, I finally figured it out. Once you cut it, they give each of the cut pieces a letter designation. Oh boy, I hope I didn't misplace any pieces. Where is that little liar? Okay. I guess I'll cut each piece as I need it so I don't lose a smaller piece. So we'll start with the pieces that want to be cut for part 2. Though I guess cutting them and sanding them all at once would help, but kind of cut that from the front. It's very interesting, this whole process. It's interesting why they didn't just make this 2 separate pieces to start with. But I guess maybe less pieces to lose as you take them out for each step. I don't know. It's interesting. These are much more strong tabs than the ones just holding it into the thing. Okay, I feel like I've cut you through. Okay, there's that one. Let me try to kind of press into it. Oh, that's 2. Please don't break. 3. I see this wood grain and I scared. Ah, okay, I did one. Okay, so now we have those little dots here. And then these little dots here. So I'm assuming you're going to want to put the dots back towards pieces so that will get glued and away from the thing here. Oh gosh, don't spin too much around on me, buddy. This is an exercise in patience and precision. Sand you, sand you. Because you sand it, the color comes off, so. I'm sure this will all make sense as it's starting to go together here. Okay, that feels smooth. So I do not see that it came with glue. I did bring my own Elmer's all-purpose glue. Did come with that toothpick, which I will absolutely use here. And I kind of want to just have like a piece of plastic. Yeah, this will work. Put my white glue onto. Kind of just shake it up a little. It's older. I don't think it'll separate that much, but usually it's pretty stable. Put a little bit here. I do not feel a lot of air moving. There we go. Let's pry a good amount for what I'm doing. That little blob, little blob for reference. Each of these little things here, I think those are centimeters? No, those were 1/2 inches. Yeah, those are 1/2 inch squares. Rest well, SBS. Chill out. Let your brain fade into happy oblivion. Just putting the barest quantity here. What I should have is some water so that I can like wipe off excess amounts of the glue, probably. I wonder how I will. All right. I have A and I have B, and I will put them together. And unintentionally put them together off camera. Squeeze them a bit here. Didn't put a lot of glue on there. Oh my god. Maybe I should have put more because it's wanting to move. Maybe I should have used like liquid glue is used to glue wood parts and other materials. Do not use too much glue in case of longer time to dry. It may also affect the appearance of completed progress. I don't know if this thing wanted like a super glue, but I'm gonna just try to put like a little right here at the seam. If this all falls apart, then I guess I'm re-gluing it with super glue. Okay, now we are supposed to glue this onto here, relatively centered, and then fold over the edge. And I am a bit puzzled because I feel like the length of the black key is too long. Oh, we're gluing it onto a different piece. Okay, that would explain it. That would explain it. Okay, so we need to split, according to this, taking B5, which is this guy, which is just about equidistant between the two pieces, it looks like, and splitting it, and that becomes C and D. Okay, D must be the longer piece. Okay, all right. We can do this. This guy will sit over here and dry. Whew. I'm gonna cut these guys apart and sand them. Yeah, I like that camera height. Now I know. Oh, I hear a complaining cat. Yes, mister? Are you sure, sir? Oh, you're real sure. It is 5 o'clock. He is right. 5 o'clock is the time that they eat. So he's not wrong. If I can get the piano together today, I will be happy and proud of myself. Hello, Hippo. Are you sure? He's very sure. Should I? Okay, that worked. So I cut from either side and I kind of snapped it like a graham cracker. I'm gonna give this sand. Make it nice and smooth. All right. Okay, so there's two pieces. One is shorter than the other one. The shorter one is the one that gets the keys. But it's interesting because the keys don't wrap all the way around. According to this illustration, like it doesn't fit to the back. It needs to kind of overlap the edge a little bit here, which is interesting. And I don't know how to space that out well and square. Just kind of hope and pray. Yeah. Were you able to actually hear him? I wonder. It is dinner time for him, so he has a reason to be vocal. Going to do it this way. Going to just kind of spread paste, not cut myself on a knife. Spread the paste. Nice thin layer. I should have brought my other tweezers from the other room. Kind of just, oop, okay. And I hope that it can slide around just enough to allow me to get it where I want it to, which seems to be the case. And I wanted it, yes, to have just enough where I could kind of wrap it around the underneath the edge. Cool, great. Just press in with my nail. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what happened? That must have moved. Alright, 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 alright. Okay, now you're square. Let me try to just like press with the flat here. Press into the spot here. Press in here. Kind of just using the flat with the blade to press in. And then kind of just press here. Kind of to just make my edge. And I don't know if that was a great decision, but sure as heck may find out later. Might just make it pop up when we glue it to the next piece, but I can also just kind of glide. Nope, no I can't. Okay, we're just gonna roll with it. Wow, you got to hear him. Wow, that was Hippo. He is baby. I also have Climber. He is also baby. I also have Pizza Sauce. He is also baby. Trimming off a bit of the white on the side. It's easier here on the lid. Yes, awesome. Just kind of pick that little white bit right off. Great. And I feel like this is going to be right on top, so I'll pick and cut the little bit of white off the top there too. Yeah, just like that. Mostly. Alright. I feel like I need a little bit more paste there. But we'll find out. Just trying to. Oh, thank you. They have lovely names. Climber's the only one named by me. The other, the fun cats' names, those were named by my husband. All right. I think I need a little bit more glue on my glue plastic. All right. So this is going to go onto here, showing a small gap towards the front. And that ledge is probably where the door to the piano is intended to look like it sits on it. So what we need to do, well, I really want to cut here. I don't know how to kind of make this, aha, that works. Sit nice and flat. See if this was a terrible mistake or not, but we'll find out. Oh no, I think that'll work. I just didn't want too much of the paper underneath in the way of it getting glued down. So I'm gonna glue underneath here. It's tricky because you do want some, you can't be too thin on the glue because then if there's any warping to the wood, it won't help fill in that space, so it won't adhere there, but you can't do it too thick either because then it blurts out the side and you have a mess to clean up. So it's like, need like a nice little in-between. Nice in-between, kind of. All right. Go with that. Some plastic tweezers. So I'm gonna put the raw edge with the raw edge, which I'm assuming is gonna fit towards the inside of the piano. It's the same width. So I'm gonna just try and line it up there and squeeze it together a bit. And there's the glue all splurting out everywhere. So let me try and clean that up with my toothpick here. I'm gonna just kind of take a bit of that. This is where I should have water for it. I feel like I made a good decision cutting that paper because I feel like that would have hindered this a bit. As I see the back of the paper has ended up right there. All right. Maybe put a little here towards where the joint is coming together. Just so I can kind of fill that in. And that I feel is good. And I feel like now this stupid paper right there is like kind of picking up at the edge. I wonder if I can like saturate it down like decoupage. Kind of just kind of, yeah, stick it like that. I think that'll work. It'll probably work. Might work, possibly work, could work, probably will work. All right. I think I have some piano keys. Amazing. Little tiny piano keys. Piano. Okay. What do we have next? We have G, H, F, and E, which is, it says align the red and glue. I guess this will make more sense once it's apart. Okay, so I'm supposed to split these two. So G and H, F and E. So I guess they were very careful about where to put their joints and their pegs to try and hide them as best possible where things were gluing together. That's what I'm noticing so far, which is very impressive. I do like that. It's interesting also, like the variety of materials in this kit. We got like plastics. Eventually there's going to be a light. It's a light here that uses two CR32s. There is this crazy like film. There's paper. Like it uses a bit of everything. So it like really just like, it's cool how they use not just one material but a variety of material. Like I'm used to seeing those rare earth or whatever like kind of model kits where everything's made out of metal or like papercraft and everything's paper, and this is like using so many different little kind of things to really get a variety of textures and feelings. I guess they kind of like printed, that one worked. All right, now we're apart. Give those a sand. Somewhere I put the sandpaper. Now loading Becca's memory. Ah, wait. There it is. It's just upside down, so I didn't see it. That looks like the Pep Boys logo. Obviously, this is a little bit more involved than a Lego kit. Which I also have a Lego kit to put together, but I don't know. Don't know how far I can stretch that doll theme through that one that I can do on my personal channel. This one I feel like is very, like dolls and dioramas are like peas in a pod. Okay. All right. Then we have, oh jeez, this thing's getting a little dirty. Oh, I think my husband didn't vacuum this room yet. All right. Look, now it's clean. Now you can see me better too, as the sun doesn't create a disaster over here. Does this have, yeah, this has color on both sides, but not the imprint on both sides. So I'm assuming these are going to go outwards. Yeah, look, it even shows it on the illustration that you want the little markings to go outwards. So that's this little half press in from the die is designed to be detail, which is very cool. Ooh, I need to start on building a mini wood dollhouse for my 1/6 dolls I've had for years. Yeah, if you ever see me crafting and you just want to craft and chill, I definitely want to do a bunch of these little craft and chill streams because I love crafting. It's just that I am very prone to just sitting down and playing a video game instead. And I want to make sure I actually craft the things I buy. So, yeah. I feel like that's about there. I'm scared because there's that thin piece here. I'm going to try. Okay, yes, I got it. Very good now. Really feels like graham crackers. It feels like graham crackers. All right. It's the Where Did Becca Put the Sandpaper game. How? It was right here. Somebody reverse the video and tell me where I put it. Okay, it's underneath these pieces. New Tekken is good. I love Tekken. No, Soul Calibur with the bring outs. Tekken! I don't know. I was never that into Tekken, though. I always love looking at all the different character designs on all the games. I'm kind of liking where they came from. A little bit more. They're kind of bumpy yet. I know if I like... This makes everything move, but that'll get a nice flat even plane. Yeah, I should probably do it like that when I can. Yeah, that's pretty good results there. Okay. So, okay, now we have H. So H is the part without any things here. And they want me to glue F on this tiny little edge. On this little edge, they want me to glue this. Holy cow. Onto here. And then glue this onto here. And then glue this halfway up? Like, how do I do that without it just... Glue as shown. Thanks, guide. Yeah, Rebirth is pre-ordered. Because I had carte blanche on the last one. That's the wrong word. Since I had dibs on playing the last one first, my husband has it this time. So he's going to be playing through it first, and I'm gonna play it like I know I'm going to be seeing parts, but I'm going to try as little as possible to see what's happening and be spoiled, and maybe just like kind of trying to like catch up with him when we get home each day. I really, really want to, but it's like he has the same work hours nearly that I do, so I'll figure it out somehow. But yeah, I want to go through with it almost nigh completely unspoiled, and I'm gonna do my best. I very much appreciate on how they have on the internet like requested that things be not spoiled. So Yoshida did? I can't remember. One of the directors, Nomura? Right on there. Use PTO. I would, but I have two, so my husband is using PTO. I unfortunately only have 2 weeks of leave, and I'm using that to go to Japan, which is understandably perhaps more important than a video game release. So with that, I will be using the PTO more or less all for Japan. Planning on a 2-week trip. So I'm gonna try to put a little bit more on, and I know it's gonna bleed out, but yeah, Japan first. I know I tried to do Japan first forever ago, but then both a child on the other couple that was going happened, plus the pandemic happened. So side you see looks really good. Over here there is a nice white thing, and I'm worried if I press on it. No, it seems to have stayed together. I am definitely going to go to the Volk store. I'm going to see if Danny Chu will allow me into the Mirai store Japan. Oh man, it's just sliding about. Because like, seems like I'm going to need to have a lot of patience with this project. Well, I don't know if I'll get much past just making the piano here today, because I was hoping from here I could just place it on its side. Okay, that kind of works. And then I can glue this side on. Why does this seem like it's longer? Wait. Damn it. I glued it the wrong way. Well, shucks. It looks like it's wrong because it was wrong. Gosh darn it. Well, it wasn't dry yet, and none of the paint came off, so everything's fine. Let's try that again. Volk store, as I was saying. Okay, Volk store is on the plan. Every single hard off I can find that I'm going past. Probably more than one Volk store, to be honest. Hard offs, Mandarake, several doll shops that Shizu-san has mentioned on his doll shopping panels. Lots of places in Akihabara. Food. We're going to be going to oh my gosh, brain. Hakone is the name I was looking for. Thank you, love, though. So we're going to be going to Hakone and Osaka,
Kyoto,
and Kyoto.
and then Nara probably.
So we'll have a nice full trip, probably way too busy than anyone would ever need to be. This is not going to want to stay up like this. It's going to have to go this way and press in.
Oh, dinner morning too. I'm gonna start cooking.
Okay, I'll see how much of this piano I can put together before then.
Okay.
I love you. Thank you. All right. Doesn't matter much if the glue comes in this side because that's going to be internal. Thank you. I hope I have fun too. I hope it's more fun than stressful because especially in the planning phases, you just think of everything that can go wrong and there's like all the infinite choices to make and you're looking at the costs and everything. But I'm sure once I'm there doing it, it's going to be fabulous. I just have to get to that point, which is all the way in October. I just have to make it that far. Okay, so now, if I can sneak this in in a way that I can lean this on its side, I think we'll be in good shape because I think gravity will then help us keep it in place. I need more glue. And it's drying. No one said this would be easy. We'll find out at the end if I ever want to make one of these again. I will say if I had a quicker drying glue, that might make it easier. I don't know. It's hard here, so. I almost wish they just gave you like spacer items to help while things were being glued together. All right, so that's all together. I'm gonna lean it up and hope it don't die. It is so leany. It is the leaniest. All right. And now white glue dries clear. There is a little bit towards the front and okay, I can endeavor to show you that way. I'm gonna try to, oh, it's like trying to not be square. Kind of just smooth it out and remove some of that excess glue. not flat. That needs to be there. All right. I think we're align the red line and glue. Okay, so it's saying B. B was the, which part? Wait, A, B. B is the whole piano piece. So this is B, and it's saying it should go in here and then glue, which will honestly help it hold together a little, maybe? Let me try that. Big blocks. Not sure if you are referring to guns, but I might need to learn how to do some stuff in here. If so, congratulations, you're my first troll. Awesome. It's not a thing I've had to deal with before. I have been starting to do this more. I like 1/3 scale weapons for my dolls. I also use I shoot archery as a hobby. I haven't done it in a while just because I collect hobbies. Collect too many hobbies. Okay. Press this in. Oh no. Oh, come on. Yes, no. Yes, no. Oh no. No, 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 no. Come on. Stick and stay. And then you come here. It's like, it's got like a little bit of a warp to it and it doesn't want to adhere. Oh lordy. Might just add some glue underneath, hope that fits it in a way that will keep it all adhered. Just a little bit more white glue there. Did I apply glue on the back of this? 'Cause I don't recall. No, I think I did. All right, I'm gonna put like a bead of glue right here. This is gonna be a mess, isn't it? Believe in yourself. I don't want to lose that detail that's there. Well, I don't seem to have much else to say, so let's see. All right, I think I have a piano. that I hope is going to work. I'm officially on page 7. And then we add A, glue as shown. Wow. Alright. So so far everybody's in like flat planes to flat planes, but if all of a sudden over here we end up having the this guy opens like upwards and lets like these vines out. They're like, glue is shown. I'm like, I don't know how to glue this, certainly with the glue that I have, to a non-flat edge, but I'm gonna try it. maybe I need to upgrade to super glue for real, but I would have sucked on the part where I had it all in incorrect locations. I have too much glue right there. Man. Please glue. Clear. Alright, so next up is this, which I have now discovered. This is the actual piano lid. I now know that this is the lid, which is a shame because I did not glue these in the way that I was assuming that this was going to be something that was showing. Glue as shown, note the cut planes face inward. Well, I thought I was cutting it so the planes faced inward, but now that's not working. Now that's a thing. Maybe I can just darken it up with a pencil or something. What do I got? I have a marker that's dried out. I have a pen. Could also just choose not to care. That might be where we're going with this. Can I get brown marker? It's only going to get harder to access after this point. Please hold while brown marker is achieved. The piano. There's Jay Louisa. Okay. Here's markers. This is brown. We're gonna hope that's close enough to disguise the fact that I didn't know what size was gonna be up on this. Oh yeah, I think that'll be good enough. And it'll soak it right into the grain, I'm sure. That being said, also, my quesadilla is ready. So we're gonna pause while I eat. That should be good enough to disguise the fact that I goofed a little. Yeah, That's a lot better than it was for certain. Better. Yay!
You think just a whole one's gonna be okay?
Yeah, whole one will be fine. Yeah.
Show your stream.
Here's dinner.
Quesadilla.
In case you wanted to know what I'm eating, it's a quesadilla. Okay, pause as I chomp this. am back. And it is getting darker. We'll see how much more we can see here. We can see a little bit more. It's still a little dark, but I'm not gonna go crazy today. I just wanna finish a bit of the work here so I don't lose anything. I'm not gonna squish it around too much, but it seems like everything's mostly adhered here. So last thing we did is we darkened up this one spot on the lid. Now it has us doing the second. It has us adding this metal, what looks like it should be essentially a metallic piece, to the inside of the lid. I think that'll be easier to do first rather than second, because that's generally on like a piano where you'd put like the logo so that it would display like nicely when it's open and stuff too. But I think they're using it for the lyre here because it actually holds up the music as my cat desperately attempts to get on the table. And he has succeeded. Congratulations, you're in frame. That was a cat ear. That was a cat ear. That's back of the cat head. Hi, honey. Can you come this way? A monster. Have monster proportions. Godzilla. Gorilla. Hi, honey. Could you not lose any of my tiny little pieces? Okay, and thanks. Okay, and thanks. Okay, you coming with me. Crime. Hello, crime. Hello, crime. You're resisting. Oh, resisting. See this man? See this man? He makes crimes happen. Yes, he's crimes. Okay. Can you stay there while I work on it? Or are you gonna be a trouble? Because mommy's gonna work on a little crafty, okay? Yeah? Is it okay to sit on my lap like this? Buddy? Yeah? Say hi to the camera. Oh, there you go. There's the camera. Good job, buddy. Alright. Alright, this is pizza sauce. He's a darling. He's my darling baby. Okay, baby. Mommy's gonna work and she's gonna have a knife in her hand, so I'm not sure if I should be leaving you here. We'll see how this goes. And yes. Oops. Hey, baby. You are blocking the camera. Oh, you're upset because I blocked the window? Do you want to go up to the window? Son? Mister? Mr. Troublemaker. Oh, what? Did that smell weird? I put some stuff over here on the windowsill because there was gaps. Want to look more out the window? Come up. What are you doing? Just sticking your butt in my camera? You butt face? This is good video. Awesome fuzz butts and a piano. Fuzzy butts and a piano. Well, he's entertained here, so don't lick that, alright, buddy? It's just glue and sawdust, but I'm sure it's not meant to be edible. Radio. Am I in frame? Just work around the cat. Surely. As God intended. This is the content you crave right there. That's what you need. That boy. Yeah? Uh-huh. Helping me out? Let me not. Yeah? Where are you going? You gonna leave now? Now that I put the camera on you? You heading out? Yeah? Mm-hmm. You have to scent that right now. Right now. That's what happens to happen right now. For you to be here. You're definitely gonna make me lose a piece. Ah, okay. This has come apart. Huzzah! What? What do you think about the green screen? Ready to go? You're good. You can do it. Good job. And that was pizza sauce. I'm realizing there's a simpler solution for my camera issue. Maybe. Ah! Well, that was easy. Now it's just floor? Oh, this is just the box that happens to be here. Alright, alright. Getting there. It's not evenly lit, so it's not working that great right now, but that's what I get with the lighting I have. I do have another thing I can put in this room here. No, I can. This is gonna be hard to sand down, but I'm gonna try it. Now, I'm assuming they want this flat end down because I don't think it's actually supposed to be logo. I think it's supposed to be like they're using it to hold up the music. All right, get somewhere here. More light. Ah, lovely. That almost looks like well lit or something. Amazing. Incredible. Now you don't even see this thing at all, which is silly. I cut this thing in half for no reason. PC's fine. Alright. So this is, I guess this ended up glued on this edge because it's going to be tilted upwards. And then this, trying to see from the picture, it looks like it has a little space below the lyre. So peel off the old glue with my nail. How many more pages of this thing exist? A bit. Probably be more sane for me to do this in 2 sections, multiple videos of assembly, but or just do this for a representation and then do a review at the end. I'm not sure. You guys can tell me what you want in the comments if you want to see the whole process. Or just seeing this demonstration and the end product is kind of all that you'll be interested in watching, because obviously it takes a while. It takes a while to do, and I get no money from these videos. I am not monetized, so it's not worth my video game time to endeavor to edit these types of things. So I've glued it. Going to grab it with tweezer and aim for center. Oh, I do have, look at this, I do have these little marks here. This is actually going to be helpful. I didn't even think about this. So it's going to be coming up just a little bit. Ah, come on, let go. Oh, come on, it's sticking. Alright, so you go up just a titch and you press down. Up, up, press down. Does that look right? Or am I supposed to do it like thicker? Who has shown the cut planes of J face inward. No, that does sound like what they're trying to say to do. I hope maybe just down just a little. Sorry, I'm ducking behind below the camera, but that's just kind of nature of it. I could point this down lower, but if I point this down lower, like, you're just gonna be seeing the floor most of the time. So, yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, I think I have that approximately center-ish, and try and grab some of this visible excess glue with the tip here. All right, so I did it out of order because I wanted to glue that on first and then in here, which I'm glad I did, because that way I was able to use this to center it. See, guys, Rolife, you gotta like think about these things in your instructions. All right, so these edges are gonna be what's holding it in place, I believe. Each piece is so light, doesn't really require a lot of glue to get it to hold, but it also doesn't allow for a lot of strength or stability either. So it's this balance. It's a balance. Kind of just touch it here. Have the surface tension of the glue. Grab the edge. That might be a little too much. Grab a little bit off of there. Alright. Try and aim. No, it's supposed to be like opened up, so it's supposed to swing open, so it's gonna be like this. Come on. Yeah. Okay, I need to push it back so it shows the keys. And I think like that. Alright. So I'm in. Oh, there's a lot of excess glue over here. Take as much as I can of that away. Excess glue over here. Take that away. And I can already tell that most of the other places where it's glued and there was like a little excess left behind, it's mostly dried clear, which is great. Is this even? Even-ish. All right, next up is foot pedals. So foot pedals look like they get glued in the little notch here, which means I'm going to, I guess I'll apply glue to the inside of the notch, and then this sets in there, more or less. I think foot pedals angle, I think they angle like straightish, and then you press down. In Longwood Gardens is really cool because there's full organ, and you can see it work, and sometimes there's organists, and apparently twice a year or something you can go in and they'll allow you to play just a little on the organ. Not that I am any sort of trained on keyboards, instruments at all, but it would be quite cool for certain. I could try a little something. I could prepare a little something, because just it's got to be cool to have like an instrument that like just fills the entire room with sound. Sorry to do so many of these things off camera. It's just hard. It's hard to work in that macro tininess and keep everything in the frame. So please forgive. Please forgive. All right, we have Tiny little foot pedal. Yes. Okay. Alright. What's up next? Bend and glue as shown. Very descriptive. So you want me to glue this thing? I don't know, man. Alright, I'm gonna try to get this in half. First try, no creases till then. Come on, you need to come over a little bit more. A little bit more. Up a little, up a little. Oh, I think I mostly have it. It's so tiny. It's so tiny. Like, that's my fingernail. It's so tiny. And then they kind of curve the sheet to give it some dimension. I'll do that with this. All right. Okay. It has some dimensionality to it. And then they want me to glue it down, which is going to be an interesting part. So like, I gotta look at this and see how it falls. Maybe I can flatten. Books tend to like have like a flatter side and then a side that's curled a little bit more, depending on which book side is bigger. Maybe I can kind of do that. Like that. Okay, I think I can then just add a little bit glue. Oh, that's way too much glue. A little bit of glue down here where no one's going to see much. And then add just a little bit here to the right side. And then this guy. This guy will proceed to not want to go where I thought it was going to go. Great, cool, perfect. Amazing. I think it says like, in the garden, let me take, I come to the garden grove, to the garden. I've officially glued a very tiny book to a very tiny piano. Amazing. I mean, what else can I say? So it says bend and glue as shown. So this is supposed to be in here and come out the front and back. Is this also supposed to be bent? It does have a little give to it. Okay. It does bend a little. It does bend a little. I bet it'll be more pliant with humidity from my bath, which seems to be the case. I think that was supposed to be green, but it's not anymore. Maybe that goofed when I pulled it out. Seems to be the case. Maybe I can put a little glue back and push that into spot. See, things happen and you just adapt. Just go with it. your little leaf goes back to here. Yes, you. Yes, you. You live there now. You're a little leaf. You go back to there. And you live there now. Now you're green again. Great. Alright. Got it. And that forward a little with some humidity, and then give it a little twist. So like this. Should I glue it to the front maybe? It's eventually going to have this come out the back of it and kind of go over the top of it. So I think this part needs more of a curve. I think it needs to be glued more towards the front. Okay, let's give it a go. Definitely not Gundam models here. Nothing clicks in place. It's glue, hopes, and dreams. And it looks like it kind of comes almost centered with the book, with the way they had it. All right. Ah, no. Stay. Stay, stay, stay. Gosh, this is where like a little bit of tape wouldn't be remiss. I was going to go in and try and just like add some glue to the side. Just for some extra hold to make like a little, like almost like caulking like attachment. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you could ever possibly see this, and if I move it towards the camera, I knock it out of place, ruining everything I have done. It's not pretty on the inside. It doesn't have to be pretty on the inside. This definitely needs to bend more. It's sticking a bit. I do not think I actually bent this enough though. It would almost be beneficial if this was two pieces, one for the front and then one for the back. I'm tempted to just cut it off and glue it separately. Or like, why was it not? They could have done this also so that it glued to the lid. So like if you glued it to the lid, then this one would bend down and that one would kind of remain up, and it would kind of center the two. Because right now this has to almost like do like a 90-degree turn bend. Like it's got to go way that way to make this work the way they have intended it. And just gonna try and roll with it, and here I am, and I've unattached it from where it was setting in again, and let's try not to get glue everywhere, shall we? Yeah, I do think gluing it to the lid might be better. And the funny thing is when they glue it all together, there's this lovely little detail right here. But then they cover it with the lid. Like, I don't... Alright. So then the lid is supposed to sit on top of this, which then just automatically presses this out of place. Alright, what if we go with my method? What if we glue it here and then just have it manipulate it this way? See, this I feel like matches the artwork better. And there's so much more room to apply glue. Glue it to the lid, guys. Just saying, glue it. Glue it to the lid. See how much more surface area, and then you're not pressing down on something with another piece to kind of make it move out of place. And this is like 3 layers, oh, come on camera, of like paper stuff. So like a little bit of humidity and it kind of will bend a little for you. Not a lot, but a little. Enough to make a difference. You can get some dimensionality to it. Like so. Like, it's looking pretty good there. Alright, so this glue is getting kind of tacky, but that might be good for setting things quickly. I don't know if there's a lot of volume though to stick to the lid, but shall see. So the only downside of that is you get to see ever so slightly a little bit right there, but really, like, it's so tiny. It's so tiny. And even that you could like mitigate by like, if you press this a little inward, just enough that when this is closed, it like covered that part up a little bit. I think that mitigates that. Fortunately, that did move the one little cute detail out of the way, but oh, no, I got it again. Okay. Let me put a little bit more glue. Fresh glue. I will finish just this piano today. Crafting takes a bit. Alright. Good amount there. I did not get enough glue. Come. You know, I forgot to put my headphones back on. I sure hope it's not a bunch of commercials here. Ah, no, we do indeed have some dubstep happening. Great. I feel like there's space here that's going to need to be filled as it gets wider at the top. It would have been beneficial to have like a piece that glued inside. I mean, traditionally pianos have things that help keep the lids open. So I don't think that would have been too visually distracting. I'm gonna just set that there. And now, unfortunately, the vines are directly over the music, which is not what I wanted either. Okay, here we go. I think I'm liking that. You can see how I use that, and it's filled the space there. It's like little bit there, which I wish I could get, but it's fine. All right, gonna go with that. All right. So I was right. That this is a pattern to cut. Shows here with the film. It's like you do all that and you just cut one of them. Overlap, cut and get a butterfly, then fold along the red line as shown. Fold K4 in half, which was this one. That was the weird one where it was like there's another one, and I was wondering if it was like for making two of it. I didn't ask for K6 yet. Because it says just fold K4 in half along dotted lines, then cut and get flowers. Other pieces placed as shown. But if you just cut it in half and get flowers, I guess there's overlaps here. Oh, I see. They made this part bigger so that when you cut it and you overlap it, it ensures that you're not going to miss any of the color. I feel like that would, you need a little glue between the two layers. Just a little. Huh. All right. All right. Let's try. So otherwise, wouldn't it just fall apart? Or maybe it's best to glue after the fact. So I'm using my nail here to press it nice and flat. Hopefully it's nice there. If I glue second, if I glue first, it'll be like damp or thick, and I don't think the knife will want to go through as well. So I guess I will glue second. Goodness. Hopefully this is going through both the layers. Guess I'll find out. How sharp is my blade going through paper? The worst possible material for a blade to go through. This is made of, you know, also I just cut a bunch of wood with it. Because plant matter, like wood, has all those, what do you call it, cells, like the man, my brain's not working, getting tired, but it's got all those little plant cells, and they're hard on the edges as opposed to the cells of an animal that are softer and less kind of brick-like. And so all those little cells it has to pass through makes it harder to cut through than, let's say, a fabric with a cotton, because a cotton is made out of plant, like animal cells. Okay, did I go through both sides? Mostly. Goodness. Let me try to just kind of trace what I did, where I see that it didn't go all the way through. With a knife, please work. Just kind of press down on the middle and pray. Alright, cool. Cool. So that's a flower. And by the power of blue, it will be one flower. I don't think it's gonna look as good as in the picture, but what you gonna do, right? Like, did I leave, like, is that side? Oh, okay, so one side's gonna look better than the other for certain. So one side will be the front, one side will be back. I guess I just have to do that. Wow, how many are they displaying? Oh man, how much more of this do I want to do? It's 6:30. Well, at least let's show you guys what this will end up like. So it says put this film down, put this down. I don't first overlap the die product, cut and get a butterfly. I don't know, maybe I should cut the center piece out first. Figuring it out. Man. I've always looked at these and gone, man, it'll be really fun to build one. And I've looked at the kit and I'm like, okay, it looks a little tough, but not too hard. But now I'm like building it and I'm like, oh, there's a lot of nuance to this. There's like, you know, there's like putting it together, but there's like skill to putting it together, like, well. And the instructions are rather minimal, right? Like, alright. I think this butterfly will be the last thing I do on the stream today, just because it is time to clean up the dishes. And most of everything else here is stuff you've seen. We're gonna glue on things and everything else. So this is the only kind of new piece of technology here we're encountering. So let's see, I go cut. And I have to press down and hold that in place. And I dragged that knife a little too far. Hopefully this will work. Very ethereal sort of butterfly. Reminds me of the ones from Cowboy Bebop. Pray for me. I have no idea if I'm holding this steady enough. I almost feel like since this is clear, it would have been easier to hold it underneath. Let's see how we did. I have the one cut that went further through than intended, but come on. I see that. I see you. You're totally cut through. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. I love you.
Can I have your plate?
I already put it in the dishwasher.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. I'll be out in a second, lovey.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't quite cut all the way through the film. My knife is probably getting duller as going through the paper and stuff. It would almost be worth it to have multiple craft knives around for the different materials so one doesn't get so worn. Oh man, come on. Okay, that part's free. That part's free. That part's free. Come on, that part popped out. That part popped out. Now that part popped out. All right. So here's a very tiny little shiny butterfly. It worked so hard to create. Wow. All right. So this gets folded in half. And then they say glue it onto the right side of the piano. Do I have some nice sort of half tacky glue here? Yeah. Just gonna put that on here. Gonna land my butterfly right onto, oops, my keys here. Press down in the middle a little. Utilize the side to keep the one set of wings upwards. And they were saying to put the one note up here and the other note down here. So let's try to do this with this. Ah, did I just, no, yeah, that's the right side. Scoop some of that glue on. No, I don't think that's enough glue right now. More glue required. I just don't want any of these tiny pieces that I've cut to get loose when I stop for the night. And this thing sure as heck is blocked somewhere. There we go. Trying that again. Just a little dip into the sauce. See, the problem with these tweezers is like it wants to stick to the tweezers more than it wants to stick to its destination. And then this little note here. Just dab in the glue. I'm gonna put it right there because I'm feeling it. Kind of. Come on. Dunk. Needs a little bit more there. I'm trying to line up the ball. See, it's like sticking. All right. Press down, and then where is that flower? Gosh, it's so light. So they curve up the petals of the flower that I have so terribly cut. And it looks like they cut out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think I do need to cut out this other sheet, but like, was I supposed to cut out 2 of the sheet music? Because I don't. Did I miss a step? I don't think I did. Well, I'll adjust as I need to. So this guy, the flowers, there's 1 on the keyboard according to this. So there's like, come on, are we in frame yet? Are we in frame yet? No. Okay, there's 1 on the keyboard and then the others are kind of on the around. So I'll do the 1 on the keyboard for ease of use. And it's like right there-ish. Just press it down. I hope that's enough to keep it. And then finally, M19 is like growing out from the bottom here somewhere. I don't know if it's supposed to be towards the back or more for the front. I figure if it was towards the back, they would have told you to put it on earlier, but I don't know. I'm just gonna do it by feel. So if I do it at the front, it's gonna be hard to stick. But if I do it, yeah, I'm gonna try to stick it towards the front. All right. Just kind of scrape up some glue. Is that enough? No. The answer is no. Okay, that's probably enough. Maybe hold it this side? Alright, getting somewhere. Kind of give it a squeeze. Adjust the angle a little. Yeah, come on. Squeeze, angle, angle, squeeze. Fail. It's like on a curved part of the thing, and it just, okay, that I kind of like. All right, you squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. All right, so, oh, come on, don't fall away on me now. Come on, guys, I want to be done. I want to clean up after dinner. trying to get it to hold. Sorry if I'm not holding it in the camera. It's not easy. But like, will look like this, and there will be a kitty here, and there will be a few more flowers. So you guys get the idea. By the next time you see this, there'll be a few more flowers on it, and we'll work on the next part maybe. So yay! It looks like some of the flowers end up on the vine as well. Do all this work to make sure the vine shows, and then cover the vine with flowers. Ah! Alright guys, well, I'm going to properly come to the right thing here. Fade out this. Thank you for watching Ningyo Bingo. I hope you enjoyed crafting Chill Screen. We made a piano. It is tiny. So remember, as you buy way too many tiny little dioramas, as it gets addicting, to keep on collecting dolls and doll-related merchandise, but keep a budget.